And thank you for joining us today. This is the Cook County Bars Association's live on CAN TV show. My name is Mika Thompson, and I will be your host today. Seated to my right and your left is the Cook County Bars President, Arlene Coleman. Attorney Coleman is a managing partner at Coleman and Brown, as well as being the president for the outgoing president for the Cook County Bar's current fiscal year. Arlene Coleman, would you give an introduction of your background for the audience right now?
Good evening. Thank you. Yes, I am a member of a small law firm. I have my own law practice that is part of an LLC. We specialize, or I have a concentration in probate law. I've been practicing almost 30 years in the city of Chicago and in Cook County. We also practice in the area of labor and employment law, employment discrimination, and other civil rights matters.
Thank you. So we are very honored to have an opportunity to speak with the Cook County Bar President, and we do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to the audience today. Our topic for today's show is the Cook County Bar. Who are we? And what do we do for the community and you, the viewers? We take this time every Wednesday at 6 p.m. to discuss legal topics of import to the audience and to answer your questions. So please feel free to contact us on the show at 312-738-1060. The number is appearing at the bottom of your screen. We would like to have we're interested in any questions that the viewers have about the Cook County Bar, who we are. So please feel free to contact us on the show and ask us questions. Just a little housekeeping note. I'm an attorney, and Attorney Coleman and President Coleman is an attorney. However, we do not represent your interests. And for today's show, we want anybody who has any type of specific questions, legal issues pertaining to topics that are not going to be discussed on today's show to call the Cook County Bar at the Lawyer Referral Service, and that is 312-630-1157, extension 1, or you can go to www.cookcountybar.org. And our website is being shown right now. You can go to click on Programs and Services and scroll down to Lawyer Referral. And the page should change, and you will see by scrolling down a list of qualified attorneys, their contact phone numbers, and the areas in which they practice. And you can contact these attorneys directly ask whatever questions that you have with regards to the issues that are relative to you. But remember, today's show we're going to be talking about the Cook County Bar and giving the audience some information about the background and the history and current events, activities that the Cook County Bar performs for its members as well as the community at large. So, Ms. Coleman, yes. Let's begin. Our first question to you is, could you give us some history with regards to the Cook County Bar Association?
Absolutely. The Cook County Bar Association has been around a very long time. Back, I would say, as early as the late 1800s, 1896, when African Americans were emancipated during Reconstruction and also during the early parts of the migration. Many attorneys or people moved to northern states. So in Illinois and in Cook County, some of the first lawyers, black lawyers who were admitted to law school, passed the bar, and became licensed practicing attorneys, I think saw the need for community to interact with and have relationships, build relationships with one another, as well as develop plans and strategies to address serious issues that were facing African Americans at that time. Issues around race, discrimination, housing were very prevalent, and these our founders, these pioneers, had the insight to know that they needed to come together to determine how best to help black people as they transitioned from being an oppressed people to a free people.
So this is a resource where attorneys who are trained to be advocates and to litigate on opposing sides actually put those that training aside and focus on working together for the greater good of the community. And historically, you're saying that community was primarily African American.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
And so today, the Cook County Bar remains one of the oldest association of attorneys and judges in the United States.
It is the oldest. It was the first one. They officially band together or were established. We were established in 1914 when we formally came together and were later incorporated in 1920 as the organization grew. And we're not, it wasn't a lot because the path was narrow. Many people could not get through, but for those of them who did, they did see the need to come together and advocate for our people. That tradition has carried forth over 100 years. So that now we celebrated our 100th year anniversary in 1914, and this year is the 101st bar year. I think I'm the 74th president.
Right.
And
so we celebrated our 100th year in 2014.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this is the 101st year.
Wow.
The 15-16 bar year.
15-16.
And we've consistently done the work or been a resource to the community to help us to address legal issues, not just for African Americans, but for the population at large. Our membership is diverse. We do not discriminate, so we have all people from all nationalities who are members of our bar. And this year, during my bar year, our theme was is Lawyers for Justice, Advocates for Change.
Okay.
I think that we are in a good position to assess and assess legal issues, strategize about ways to approach them in a positive and a productive way, and in a legal way.
So how did you come about that theme, the Advocates for Change, and what was the motivation behind that?
The motivation for me was kind of based on our history. When I looked at the history of the bar, I saw that some of the issues that we faced back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, were still happening today.
Very true.
And so, again, we're empowered or endowed with special training as attorneys to look at the law, to analyze situations and develop strategies to effectuate change.
Okay, very good.
So that's how I came up with that. We came up with that theme.
Okay, and I think I've had the pleasure of having conversations with you this bar year and working with you on some smaller projects.
Yes.
But and I have. In speaking with you, I've noticed that you have a wonderful outlook on how bar associations presidents should lead. Could you speak a little bit about and share that perspective with the viewers, your leadership style?
Well, thank you. My leadership style is one of a collective and democracy. I think we have a board that consists of 22 members, including our executive committee, which are the officers, a first and second vice and third vice president. So we work as a team. We work as, and I think that's the way that you have to work when you're dealing with a large group of people. We don't all we don't always agree about everything.
Wow, lawyers not agreeing.
Yeah, and and everyone has an opinion. But what I think we are able to do is put our differences aside and take a vote. And whatever the vote is, that's the direction that we go. So, and I've overall, I have been extremely pleased and proud to work with the attorneys that I've worked with on the bar. I've met wonderful people, and I think that going forward, we're going to continue to be change agents, to do what we can to effectuate change for the greater good.
Well, I think that is a wonderful message and very timely today, whereas we do see a lot of fractured conversation from our political officials in leadership and divisive conversation. To have leaders such as yourself step up and say and set the example of how to bring everybody to the table, come to a conclusion, and get things done. This sorely needed in Illinois. So I truly appreciate your contribution to the Cook County Bar and what you've done. I've witnessed and observed your work, and it's been wonderful. This has been a very wonderful bar year.
Thank you.
Moving forward, and leading into that leads into some of the goals. What were the goals and the objectives that you had for the Cook County Bar this year?
Some of my goals, actually my goals were pretty simple. I think number one, having worked in the bar for many, many years, I was very aware of all of the good work that we do in the community. But I found that people didn't know as much about us as they should.
That's true.
So one of my goals was to increase the visibility of the bar in the public.
Okay.
To accomplish that goal, we retained a public relations consultant and began to work with her to publicize our activities.
Great.
And we have a lot of activities. We're also in the process, this year we voted to develop a new website because, you know, social media and web presence is very, very important.
Very important.
Particularly to the younger generation. And so we were hoping that the site would launch this year, but because of the complexity and nature of it, we don't expect it to launch maybe until July, which is fine with me because we do have an active website, but we want to make it better, more attractive, and more accessible to our community.
Oh, so this would be a little more user-friendly, maybe?
It will be a lot more
wow.
user-friendly, and I think it'll have a lot more information.
Okay. Well, viewers, that's something to look forward to. We do have a web address, and I want to give you an opportunity to see that again. It is www.cookcountybar.org, and as our president has said, we will have a new website, so please check that out. I also want to remind everybody that this is the Cook County Bar Association's live on CAN TV show. I am the host, Attorney Mika Thompson, and we are pleased and privileged to have our president, Arlene Coleman, here discussing the Cook County Bar Association and letting us know who the Cook County Bar, who we are, and what activities are we involved in the community. What kind of service do we provide to the community? And continuing on in that vein, can you give us some examples and discussions about some of the activities that the Cook County Bar Association is involved in, one of which I'm going to kind of lead that in because we were talking about the lawyer referral service.
Yes. Well, we have various initiatives to provide information and services to the community. One of them that has been in existence for quite a while is our lawyer referral program. We believe that it is important for people, particularly in the African American community, to know that there are qualified, competent attorneys who can assist them with a variety of their legal needs. So on our website, we have different categories depending on what area of practice that a person is. We have vetted these lawyers. They are members of our bar, and you can contact them for legal consultations and for representation if that's what you need. Now, the services of the lawyers on our legal referral webpage, those lawyers are not free, but I believe that it's beneficial for you to tell them where you found them, that you found them on the Cook County Bar website, and I know just about all the lawyers that are there. In the future, again, I'm speaking in the present, but I also want to look to the future. Our website will contain pictures too of the attorneys, so you can actually see who the lawyer is, and sometimes, you know, seeing a person can, you know, make you feel a particular way or feel more comfortable with. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So again, we just want the resource available for the community to, if they want to hire an African American attorney, this is the place they can go and find one. Now, I want to mention also another service that we've provided citywide is our legal clinics.
Right, that is true. And not to cut you off, but we have on the CAN TV show. We have on the CAN TV show advertised different legal clinics that are offered during the bar year. Please, we will be airing future shows, and the schedule will be publicized on the next or following show for the upcoming bar year. Great. So go on and continue.
Well, these legal clinics, again, provide an opportunity for people who may have limited resources or just have a question to come in and speak with attorneys about their particular issue. If there is a number of attorneys volunteer, but say you have something unusual and no one knows specifically about your issue, we refer those people to our website or to attorneys that we know who are expert in that area, who have an expertise in that area.
And for any viewer, it tends to be more comfortable and issue specific. The calls and the conversations that we have on the show tend to be more general in topic, even when we focus on a particular area of law, say we're talking about divorce or so forth. Due to the need for confidentiality, we do not try to get into the real specifics and nitty-gritty of any one caller's case. So we do encourage viewers to watch the show, the future shows, and or go to our website, the Cook County Bar's website, and get the list indicating where the clinic will be hosted during the bar year. It's usually at a church or a non-for-profit organization, and they have allowed the Cook County Bar to use their space and to have confidential conversations, one-on-one conversations with attorneys.
That is correct.
So I've volunteered for the clinics, and all of the attendees do find it very worthwhile to be able to just have a conversation and speak one-on-one with a qualified attorney. So if you do have a specific question or issue, or family members, please go to the Cook County Bar's website or tune into our show, and we will be publicizing where and when the upcoming clinics will be. Fortunately for us, I do want to mention, and our phone tech is the chairperson for the legal clinic, so he's here today. But continuing on with our conversation, yes. So we talked about the lawyer referral program, we talked about the legal clinic. What are some other activities and services that the Cook County Bar provides?
Well, during this bar year, I'm very pleased to say that we were able to provide several legal education opportunities.
Yes, that's true.
Again, people don't know what they don't know. And so when, for example, around the Laquan McDonald dash cam video release, there was a lot of talk about what was right and what was wrong and what we should do. So what our organization did was come together to strategize about the best way that we could convey information to the community and to help people to process whatever feelings they had around the incident. We conducted an extremely positive and successful press conference in January, and shortly after that we held a town hall meeting at a local church. I think we had over 500 people to attend.
Wow!
And there was a panel discussion regarding the legal issues that the case presented. The Cook County Bar also developed a platform statement in terms of things we wanted to see happen in the city in order to reestablish public trust, appropriately address the issues that developed as a result of the delay in releasing the information, but we wanted to do so and how we could support the protesters and the demonstrators, and we accomplished all of that.
See, and your callers, this is very important. We want to make sure that our viewers have an opportunity to not only learn about the different activities that the Cook County Bar is promoting, but participate. This was an opportunity, an event that took place, and many citizens in the city of Chicago were able to participate and get information about those issues from attorneys who are qualified, who practice in that area, who can give you the inside, their inside opinions about what should happen and what alternatives do we have as citizens of this country, as attorneys, what we can do, as voters, what we can do.
Yes.
So there's no reason to just, respond to these type of issues in a violent manner, in an aggressive manner. We want to be proactive. We want to be intelligent. We want to be well informed. And we also want the viewers to know that the Cook County Bar is available. We are a resource, and we are working on these issues, and we will continue to work. So please give us a call on this show or in future shows and let us know what you would like the Cook County Bar to do in the future. Again, we have a website, that's www.cookcountybar.org. Continuing with our discussion, are there some other activities that the Cook County Bar has been involved in?
Another activity that was held this year, we hosted a State's Attorneys Forum to allow the various candidates to speak to the community. That was held out at Chicago State University.
Okay.
Which again, I think it was important for the students to hear and see these issues. So, and finally, I would say that, we have proposed legislative initiatives and changes that we hope will, some have been adopted, some are being considered, that we believe will help have a long-term effect on improved relationships.
So, and we will be holding a show in the future this season regarding some of the legislative initiatives that the Cook County Bar has taken the lead on in the on the state level. So please tune in to the show. I would like to thank our guest, Arlene Coleman, for being here and giving all the viewers here an insight on the Cook County Bar and what it is we do. I would also like to thank our phone tech, Gerard Williams, who has taken time today to answer phone calls from all the viewers. And in conclusion, we continue to provide this show on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Please tune in. This concludes the Cook County Bar Association's Live on CAN TV. Please have a great night.